Hi, this is Claude Massey with Sales Development Israel. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. I want to share with you one of our philosophies, and that is you do not need to only learn from the experts. Although we here at Sales Development Israel are experts at teaching the art of persuasion and influence, communication and relationship building, you yourself do not need to only learn from one source or from only one expert. You can learn from actually just the salesperson sitting next to you. Don't forget that. The salesperson sitting next to you, whether he's better than you or whether he's worse than you, it doesn't matter. You can learn something from everybody and always keep your mind open. That's our one tip. Let's get into the video. One specific element on how to level up in your sales process is going to be the ability to understand that you can learn too much. Yes, I said it. You can learn too much. Because there's phases for learning and there's phases for action. The best way to grow your sales process is to learn in sporadic paces. Don't learn all the time. Focus on learning sometimes. When I mean that, I'm talking about examining your sales process, who your competitors are, and examining and learning and growing and all that stuff, which I'm a big fan of. But there's a time for that. And on the other side there's a time for taking action. You've got to learn by reading your books. You've got to learn by watching your videos. You've got to learn by studying. But then you've got to take action by just grabbing your heart, grabbing all of your courage, and going forward. It doesn't matter which type of videos you watch, what you learn, what your favorite topic to learn is, but there's a time for learning and there's a time for action. So how long should your learning cycle be? If you're watching this video, you're the type of person who wants to self-improve every single day, and congratulations for you. But the problem is, I need all of you to start taking action as well. So I don't want you watching any sort of learning growth materials after this video is done for the next 3 days, because this is about taking action as a salesperson. Precise, exact, specific steps, and I want you guys to be able to level up and take more action. My name is Claude Massey with Sales Development Israel, and you guys have a terrific afternoon. Thank all of you so much for watching the last video. We're going to give you another tool, we're going to give you another tip that you can use as a sales development representative to make more money. In the next video, we're going to talk about creating value and how you can give more value to your clients without having to decrease the price of your product. So stay tuned. We're getting tremendous feedback. Please leave your comments down below. We want to know exactly how we can tune and refine the training. We're in the process of creating something really exciting. We'll talk about that just a little bit more in the next video. I want to go ahead and talk about something that is very important for every salesperson in the world to understand, and that is value. Value for you in your client's eyes changes from every single client to every single client. Do not assume, as so many salespeople are, that they know what product and services to offer right off the bat. Remember, you have a whole arsenal full of things that you can offer, a whole bunch of ways that you can be helpful for your clients, obviously, right? Are you providing value to your clients? Are you valuable as a person yourself in society, at your workplace? Are you being valuable in your life? When you answer these questions, then you get down to the bare brass knuckle facts of what value is. And only before understanding what value is, can you even attempt to take a step forward into providing value for your clients. Never forget that. Your clients need the value. You need to be valuable. Your clients need value. They need to find you valuable. What's the word we're talking about? Oh yeah, it's valuable. And there's the val, that you bring you into the val of valuable, I guess. So as you're showing the value that you possess by having extreme awareness of your products and services, all of the features and benefits, all of the specifications, then you're ready to step into the concept of trying to close down a deal. And when you're trying to close down a deal, you're going to come across that resistance we spoke about, right? Now, in order to handle that resistance, I want to give you several tools. I want to give you 3 specific tools on how to increase the value of the offer in order to push the deal past the turning point, in order to kind of take it over the edge like that, you know? And so let's get into it. The first thing that you have to do is you have to be able to offer exceptional service. And another way that you can increase the value that you provide is by offering some additional services. Offer some additional services. Of course, you have your different VIP levels. You've got your gold account, your platinum account, your diamond accounts, for example, right? So that's what you can offer. You don't necessarily need to always adjust with the price. Remember, price and cost are 2 different things. And we can get really deep into the concept of how a price is a number, but the cost is actually a whole different world. I mean, we pay the cost to be the boss, is what you've heard. And the cost is an emotional event. It's an experiential event. So the cost is always different than the price. Anyways, getting back to your services, that is one thing you can do. You can offer a different service to negotiate yourself into the closure. That makes sense, right? So have your bag of tools. And what I'm doing in this video is I'm giving you some different tools that you can use when the client gives you resistances. So the first tool you have there are the services. The second tool you have, well, you can offer different products. Let's write that down here. And by products, well, that means, of course, the client wants one specific product. And what if you're able to actually throw in an additional little webinar, for example, or an additional little accessory to the actual product that the client's buying? Remember, you have a shopping cart full of products, really, right? So those shopping cart full of products, you can tap into there in order to close down the bigger product. That makes sense, right? So offer some side products and some side services in order to increase the value, in order to push the sale forward, in order to make the client understand, hey, these guys are willing to work with me here, and you don't necessarily, remember, have to talk about price. The third tool that I want to give you so you can put into your toolbox there in this short little video, the tool is going to be the idea, of course, of being able to play with your terms and conditions. And so we'll write that down here, your terms and conditions. There's always small print inside of all of your contracts with your clients. And so inside of the terms and conditions, you can adjust certain statements and certain elements in order to increase the value of that product for the client. So as the client's getting ready to sign on the dotted line, he understands he's getting better terms than he originally was supposed to, and that's how you increase your value. And so those are 3 specific tools that you can literally use today to make more. Thank you so much for watching the video. And remember, if you don't love what you sell, you just aren't gonna be successful. Sell what you love. If you're not selling what you love, then what are you doing? So remember that. Sell what you love and stay tuned for the next video. Are you struggling as a salesperson? Are you trying to fight with your coworkers about the little details? Are you complaining throughout the day? I want you to understand that negativity will never get you an inch forward in your future profession, in your desires, and what you want and actually to achieve. If you're constantly upset, if you're constantly sleeping on the wrong side of the bed, if you're not feeling great about the opportunities ahead of you and the job that you have as a sales development representative, then you need to actually take a different look, a different perspective in order to approach the situation a little differently. You have to understand that you've been given a gift every morning when you wake up. And this is the gift to actually start the day with full motivation and full power and panache. This is the gift to be able to actually look yourself in the mirror and to say, what should we do today? Although you probably feel like you have a whole world of obligations, the same way that I do, We still have the options every day when we wake up. And this is one of the gifts that we have to actually embrace in order to be optimistic, in order not to be a complainer and a nitpicker in the office. Because if you're a nitpicker, if you find yourself complaining about the different things going on in your life while you're at work, it's completely distracting. If you complain, if you're negative, if you're a pessimistic person, and you bring that into the office, you're actually making the wrong mistake, because you're not going to see the results that you want to see. You're going to be spreading negativity throughout the office. You'll be excluded from any concepts or ideas that the company wants to give you a promotion or a raise, because why would they? You spread negativity. So get yourself right, get your mind right. I highly recommend you start running an attitude of gratitude session, to be grateful for the things in this life, to be grateful for the gift. And when you do that, then you're going to start to see the world revolve around you in a better light. You're going to start to see people in a better way. You're going to see more opportunities and more doors opening for you. And to look at it from a creative, optimistic perspective. This is just one element of what we provide our students here at Sales Development Israel. And it's a pleasure for us to come into your office and work with you. But more importantly than that, I want every one of you watching this video to be optimistic. If you catch yourself complaining about things, stop it right away. Go out there and get it.